Imagine this. A 72-year-old woman woke up one morning, just like any other day, but by noon, she was gone. Gone because of a simple mistake she didn't even know she was making. It's something so ordinary, so routine, that millions of people over 70 do it every single morning without a second thought. The truth is, as we age, our bodies become ticking clocks, sensitive to habits we once shrugged off in our younger years. Those small choices, like how you get out of bed or what you reach for first, can quietly stack up, putting your heart, your balance, even your life at risk. In this video, we're uncovering 4 dangerous morning mistakes that could be sabotaging your health right now, without you even realizing it. From dizziness that leads to falls, to hidden dehydration stealing your energy, these are traps too many seniors fall into daily. But here's the twist. Once you know them, they're shockingly easy to fix, and avoiding them could be the key to staying active, sharp, and independent for years to come. Stick with me to the end, because the final mistake? It's the one no one talks about. Yet it's silently increasing your risk of heart problems and injury every single day. You won't want to miss this. It might just change your mornings and your life forever. Mistake 1. Getting out of bed too quickly. One of the most deceptive yet dangerous habits people over 70 often overlook is something as simple as getting out of bed too quickly. At first glance, it seems harmless. After all, it's a routine most of us have followed for decades without a second thought. You wake up, swing your legs over the side of the bed, and stand up to start your day. But for older adults, this seemingly innocent action can set off a chain of events that puts their health at serious risk. The truth is, as we age, our bodies don't adapt as swiftly as they once did, and what used to be a smooth transition can now become a hidden hazard. The primary issue lies in how our circulatory system changes over time. When you've been lying down for hours during sleep, blood naturally pools in the lower parts of your body. In younger years, standing up triggers a quick adjustment. Your heart and blood vessels work together seamlessly to redistribute blood and maintain stable pressure. However, after 70, this process slows down. If you leap out of bed too fast, your blood pressure can drop suddenly, a condition known as orthostatic hypotension. This sharp decline is why so many older adults experience dizziness, lightheadedness, or even momentary blackouts when they first stand up in the morning. That fleeting sense of imbalance, where your vision blurs slightly or you need to grab something for support, isn't just an inconvenience, it's a warning sign. Consider Edward, a 74-year-old man who never thought twice about his morning routine. Each day, he'd wake up, fling his legs off the bed, and stand up immediately. It was second nature, until one morning when he stood up, felt a sudden wave of dizziness, and blacked out for a split second. Luckily, he fell back onto his bed, but the outcome could have been far worse: a broken hip, a head injury, or a trip to the hospital. That moment was a wake-up call for Edward, showing him how a habit he'd never questioned could jeopardize his safety. Falls are one of the leading causes of injury among older adults, often resulting in fractures, hospitalizations, or long-term mobility issues. For many, that split-second loss of balance is all it takes to turn a normal morning into a medical emergency. The good news? This mistake is easy to fix once you're aware of it. Instead of jumping out of bed, adopt a simple 3-step process to protect yourself. First, when you wake up, stay lying down for a moment. Take a few deep breaths and wiggle your fingers and toes to gently wake up your circulation. This small action gets your blood moving without overwhelming your system. Second, roll onto your side and sit up slowly, letting your feet rest on the floor. Don't rush. Give your body time to adjust to the change in position. Third, before standing, pause again. Move your ankles in circles, stretch your arms overhead, and ensure you feel steady. Only then should you rise to your feet. This might feel like an unnecessary delay when you're eager to start your day, but those extra few seconds can make a world of difference. By easing into movement, you drastically reduce the risk of dizziness, imbalance, and falls, issues that can derail your independence. Think about the last time you stood up quickly. Did you feel off kilter for a moment? That's your body telling you it needs a gentler approach. For people over 70, avoiding this mistake isn't just about convenience. It's about safeguarding your health and longevity. A small tweak to your morning routine could be the key to stepping into each day with confidence instead of uncertainty. Mistake 2. Skipping water in the morning. One of the most overlooked yet perilous mistakes people over 70 make is skipping water first thing in the morning. It's easy to dismiss hydration as a minor detail when you wake up. Perhaps you're focused on getting coffee brewing or starting your day's tasks. But after a night of sleep, your body is quietly crying out for water, and ignoring that need can have surprisingly serious consequences. For older adults, what might seem like a small oversight can snowball into risks that affect the heart, circulation, and even brain function. This habit, so common among seniors, deserves a closer look. While you sleep, your body doesn't shut down. Your organs keep working, your lungs keep breathing, and you lose fluids through respiration and subtle sweating. By morning, you're in a state of mild dehydration. Your blood is slightly thicker, your circulation is sluggish, and your system is running at a deficit. For younger people, this might not be a big deal. Their bodies bounce back quickly. But after 70, the stakes are higher. Aging makes your body more sensitive, and failing to replenish fluids right away can strain your kidneys, elevate blood pressure, and even increase the risk of stroke or heart attack. That dry mouth or stiffness you feel when you wake up, those are subtle hints your body is parched. Take Jane, a 76-year-old who followed the same routine for decades. Wake up, skip water, and head straight for her morning coffee. She never considered it a problem until she started noticing dizziness and brain fog creeping into her mornings. At first, she brushed it off as aging, but her doctor pointed out the culprit, dehydration. He suggested she drink water first thing upon waking, and within weeks, Jane felt sharper, her headaches faded, and her energy improved. Her story highlights a critical truth. Hydration isn't just about quenching thirst. It's about keeping your blood flowing smoothly, your organs functioning well, and your heart under less stress. The solution is straightforward but powerful. Keep a glass of water by your bedside and drink it as soon as you wake up. This simple act jumpstarts your metabolism, rehydrates your organs, and gets your circulation back on track. If you're not a fan of plain water, try warm water with a splash of lemon. It's gentle on the stomach and feels like a comforting ritual. For those who struggle with digestion, this morning hydration can also ease things along, preventing sluggishness. Waiting until you're thirsty isn't enough. By then, dehydration has already set in, and for older adults, that delay can tip the scales toward bigger problems. Now, consider your own mornings. Do you wake up feeling groggy or notice your joints creaking more than they should? Maybe your energy takes too long to kick in. These could all be signs your body needs water sooner rather than later. And if you're reaching for coffee instead, you might be making things worse. Caffeine can dehydrate you further if it's your first move of the day. Jane learned this the hard way, but her switch to water first transformed how she felt. It's not about overhauling your routine. It's about giving your body what it's been working hard for all night. For people over 70, skipping morning water isn't just a minor slip. It's a missed chance to protect your health. Those few sips can reduce strain on your heart, sharpen your mind, and set a steady tone for the day. Your body has carried you this far. A small habit like this is a way to thank it and keep it going strong. Don't wait for a wake-up call like Jane's. Start tomorrow with water and feel the difference for yourself. Mistake 3. Drinking coffee before eating anything. For many people over 70, the day doesn't truly begin until that first cup of coffee is in hand. It's a ritual steeped in habit. Wake up, pour a steaming mug, and let the caffeine work its magic. But here's the catch. Drinking coffee on an empty stomach, especially as you age, can turn this comforting routine into a subtle health hazard. What feels like a harmless kickstart can quietly wreak havoc on your body, particularly after 70, when your system becomes more delicate. This common morning mistake deserves a rethink. When you wake up, your stomach is empty, your blood sugar is low, and your digestive system is just waking up. Meanwhile, cortisol, your body's stress hormone, is naturally at its peak. Pouring coffee into this fragile state doesn't just jolt you awake. It can amplify cortisol levels, putting unnecessary stress on your system. The acidity of coffee can irritate an empty stomach lining, leading to indigestion, acid reflux, or heartburn, issues that hit harder as digestion grows more sensitive with age. Ever felt jittery, lightheaded, or queasy after that first sip? That's your body signaling it's not happy with the timing. Consider Robert, a 75-year-old who started every day with black coffee, food always coming later. It was his norm for years, until he began noticing frequent acid reflux. At first, he blamed spicy dinners or simply getting older, but his doctor pointed to his coffee habit. Drinking it on an empty stomach was stressing his digestion more than he realized. Robert switched things up, eating a light snack, like a banana or a handful of nuts, before his brew, and within weeks, the discomfort eased significantly. His experience shows how a small tweak can turn a risky routine into a safer one. The problem isn't the coffee itself, it's the order of operations. Caffeine on an empty stomach gets absorbed fast, spiking energy sharply and often leading to a crash later. That sudden jolt can also heighten anxiety or leave you feeling unsteady, especially if your body's already adjusting to the day. For older adults, who may already deal with sensitive stomachs or fluctuating energy, this can amplify discomfort. Over time, repeated irritation from coffee's acidity might even contribute to chronic issues like gastritis. Yet, giving up coffee isn't the answer. Adjusting when you drink it is. The fix is simple. Eat something light before your first cup. A few crackers, a slice of toast, or a piece of fruit acts as a buffer, softening the coffee's acidity and stabilizing blood sugar. This small step slows caffeine absorption, giving you a steadier boost rather than a roller coaster of energy. Robert found that a banana not only curbed his reflux, but also left him feeling less jittery, a win for both his stomach and his mood. It's not about abandoning your beloved brew. It's about giving your body a foundation to handle it better. Think about your own mornings. Do you reach for coffee first and notice a shaky feeling afterward? Maybe your stomach grumbles or you feel a burn that lingers. These are clues that your routine could use a shift. After 70, your body deserves a gentler start. Coffee can still be part of it, just not the opening act. Pairing it with a bite of food protects your digestion, balances your energy, and keeps you feeling your best as the day unfolds. For people over 70, drinking coffee before eating isn't just a quirky habit. It's a misstep that can quietly chip away at your well-being. A slight change in timing can preserve the joy of your morning cup while sparing you the downsides. Tomorrow, try a snack first, then sip away. Your body will thank you with every steady, comfortable moment that follows. Mistake 4. Ignoring morning stiffness and moving too quickly. One of the sneakiest yet most dangerous morning mistakes people over 70 make is brushing off stiffness and jumping into movement too quickly. You wake up, feel that familiar tightness in your back, knees, or shoulders, and figure it's just part of getting older. So, you push through it, swing out of bed, take a quick step, and get going. But this habit, often dismissed as no big deal, can set you up for pain, injury, or even a life-altering fall. After 70, your body needs more care than that, and ignoring morning stiffness is a risk not worth taking. As you sleep, your muscles and joints settle into stillness. Circulation slows, and your body produces less synovial fluid, the natural lubricant that keeps joints gliding smoothly. By morning, this leaves you stiff, especially as aging reduces flexibility. That tightness isn't just a nuisance. It's a sign your body isn't ready for sudden action. If you stand up too fast, twist awkwardly, or take an unsteady step, you're asking for trouble. For older adults, this can mean a pulled muscle, a sprain, or worse, a fall that lands you in recovery for months. The danger lies in underestimating what your body's telling you. Take Walter, a 78-year-old who prided himself on staying active. Every morning, he'd wake up stiff but power through it, heading straight to the bathroom without a second thought. One day, that stiffness caught up with him. As he stepped forward, his balance faltered, and he crashed onto his hip. What seemed like a minor misstep led to a painful injury and a long rehabilitation. Walter's story is a stark reminder. Ignoring morning stiffness doesn't prove toughness, it invites risk. Falls are a leading cause of injury for seniors, and that first unsteady move of the day is often where they start. The good news? You can dodge this mistake with a few minutes of intentional care. Before you even sit up, wake your body gently. Lie in bed and wiggle your fingers and toes, rotate your ankles, and stretch your arms overhead. These small motions get blood flowing and loosen tight spots. Next, still lying down, do a few slow knee lifts or leg stretches to ease your hips. Once you sit up, roll your shoulders and take deep breaths to open your chest. Only then should you stand, and even then, do it slowly, using a nightstand or headboard for support if needed. This warm-up isn't time-consuming, but it's transformative. Think back to your own mornings. Have you felt that creaky stiffness but shrugged it off? Maybe it fades after a while, or maybe you've had a close call, a wobble you laughed off. Those moments are warnings, not flukes. Rushing through stiffness strains your muscles and joints, chipping away at mobility over time. After 70, preserving your independence hinges on protecting your body, and that starts with how you move out of bed. A few extra minutes can mean the difference between stepping into your day with confidence or hobbling through it, or worse. For Walter, the lesson came too late, but it doesn't have to for you. Easing into movement isn't about coddling yourself. It's about respecting what your body needs. Those gentle stretches and slow starts prep your joints, boost circulation, and steady your balance. Even your first steps matter. Avoid rushing, especially in dim light or toward the bathroom. Use a wall or furniture for support if you're unsure. After 70, staying active and mobile isn't guaranteed. It's earned through smart choices like this. Ignoring morning stiffness and moving too quickly isn't just a quirk. It's a gamble with your health. A little patience each morning can safeguard your strength and freedom. Tomorrow, listen to your body, warm it up, and move with care. You'll feel the difference, and so will your future self. Conclusion: small changes, big impact. As you reflect on your morning routine, the habits you've built over decades might feel set in stone. Yet, for people over 70, those first moments of the day carry more weight than ever. The 4 mistakes: rushing out of bed, skipping water, drinking coffee on an empty stomach, and ignoring stiffness, might seem minor, but they're silent threats that can chip away at your health. The beauty of this awareness is that it hands you the power to adjust. A strong morning doesn't demand a complete overhaul. It thrives on small, deliberate shifts that protect your body, sharpen your mind, and set you up for a vibrant day. Think about how these habits play out in your life. Maybe you've leapt out of bed and felt that dizzy wobble, chalking it up to a sleepy start. Or perhaps you've skipped water, not realizing your grogginess stemmed from dehydration. That jittery feeling after coffee might have been brushed off as caffeine's kick, while the stiffness you powered through seemed like an inevitable part of aging. These aren't just quirks. They're signals your body needs a gentler approach. After 70, your system isn't as forgiving as it once was, but it's far from powerless. The choices you make each morning can either bolster your resilience or quietly erode it. The solutions are simple yet profound. Taking an extra minute to ease out of bed steadies your balance and cuts the risk of falls, a leading danger for seniors. Drinking water first thing rehydrates you, easing strain on your heart and kidneys while lifting your energy. Eating a bite before coffee spares your stomach and evens out that caffeine buzz. And warming up stiff joints before moving preserves your mobility, keeping you active and independent. These tweaks don't just fix mistakes, they build a foundation for longevity. It's not about drastic change, it's about honoring what your body needs now. Many assume health struggles in later years are unavoidable, but that's only half the story. Aging brings challenges, sure, but your daily habits hold immense sway over how those years unfold. The morning is your starting line, a chance to tilt the odds in your favor. A 72-year-old woman's sudden passing, tied to an unnoticed mistake, underscores the stakes. Yet, the flip side is just as real. Avoiding these pitfalls can mean the difference between a hospital bed and a thriving, engaged life. Edward, Jane, Robert, and Walter learned this through trial and error, some the hard way. But their stories light the path for you. What hits home most for you? Maybe it's the idea of sipping water to feel clearer-headed, or stretching to step out with confidence. Perhaps it's the relief of knowing a snack can tame coffee's edge. Whatever stands out, it's a starting point. Pick one habit to tweak tomorrow. Say, lingering in bed for a slow rise, and notice how it feels. These aren't rules, they're tools to keep you in control. Your mornings shape your days, and your days shape your years. After 70, that rhythm matters more than ever. This isn't about fear, it's about empowerment. You've carried wisdom and strength this far. Now, you can pair it with choices that sustain you. Share what clicks, maybe in a comment or with a friend. Did the water tip surprise you? Has stiffness been a silent foe? Your insights matter, and they might spark someone else's change. These lessons aren't just for you. They're for anyone over 70 ready to reclaim their mornings. With a few mindful adjustments, You're not just avoiding mistakes. You're crafting a routine that fuels your best self day after day for years to come. Start small tomorrow and watch the difference grow. There you have it. 4 morning mistakes that could be quietly undermining your health after 70, and the simple fixes to turn things around. Rushing out of bed can throw off your balance and invite dangerous falls, but a slow, steady start keeps you grounded. Skipping water leaves you dehydrated and sluggish, yet a quick glass first thing reboots your body. Drinking coffee on an empty stomach risks digestive woes and jitters. Pair it with a snack, and you're golden. And ignoring stiffness? That's a fast track to injury, but a few gentle stretches set you up for a strong day. These aren't just tips. They're game changers that can mean the difference between thriving and struggling as you age. It's not about fate. It's about the small choices you make every morning, starting tomorrow. So what stood out to you? Maybe it's the hydration trick or the coffee tweak. Whatever it is, try it and feel the shift for yourself. If this video opened your eyes, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone you care about. It could be the nudge they need to stay healthy and independent too. And if you found this helpful, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. We're here to bring you more insights to live your best life, one morning at a time. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.